Hello and welcome back to another Yakuza Kiwami 2 Let's Play episode. Bit different of an opening normally when I'm doing one of these with the girls. I start from the club and... Sorry, I'm making sure I'm actually recording this time because long story short, I just talked an entire section and I wasn't recording the entire time. So this is where the autosave was. I was gonna go back further, but you know what? We're here. It's a bonus episode. It doesn't have to be fancy. Anyways, we're tackling Kirara's story. I know the options of the first one. So it's not gonna be as fun as when I was talking through it the first time. Okay, let's just get into it. I can't believe I was not recording the first time. I'm starving. I am actually starving. In that case, you're gonna love the sushi here. Really? Looking forward to it then. This sushi place has literally been here for years. So, have you gotten used to Foreshine yet? Well, I've adjusted on my side, but I don't think the other girls have adjusted to me. What do you mean? Doesn't feel like they're opening up to me. Now, I know I'm older than most of them, so maybe they don't know how to approach me? I imagine finding yourself working alongside a legendary hostess might make them nervous. That's not what I want at all. How do I get them to relax? Yeah, the one I went with, I don't know what either of those was, because I did try approaching them the first time, and it was a good option. Me? Yeah, it's a high hurdle to jump just to open up a conversation with a legendary hostess like you. On top of that, I'm sure they'll all be thrilled that you talked to them. Approach them, huh? Maybe I should. Do I have some kind of aura that makes people keep their distance, though? It's out of character for me. I'll try to talk to him. Thanks, boss. Yeah, see? Good option. Still, trying to form relationships with people not your age is tough, regardless of who it is. Have you had similar problems, Kiryu-san? Yeah, it's like that when I was in this organization I used to be in, except I was the younger one then. Oh, my glasses. You might say they had a pretty strict hierarchy. But my senpai made things easier with jokes and stuff, and that really saved me. Jokes, huh? So I should start cracking puns? For the second time, yes. That might work. But I'm not much for puns and jokes. Got any especially good ones that you could teach me? A special pun, huh? I did that one. I still don't even understand the joke. So this gives me a second chance to get a shot in the dark and see what the Kirara pun is. Because, like, I could not explain the Cosmo one if I tried. Why is my ear itchy today? Maybe someone else has, like, a video of it. I don't know. It was just... It was bad. So what's the Kirara pun? Kirara, ooh la la. What do you think? All talks and jokes aside, it's actually funny to hear you say that, Kiryu-san. Okay, so the other one got us nothing. Yep, I get the feeling I know what you were thinking about, mister, but that's okay. Thank you for the visual, old guy. Old guy. Changing subjects. Any hobbies to speak of, Kirara? Hobbies. Yeah, a shared hobby would make you more relatable, wouldn't it? I think I can think of a few, but let me see here. Lately, I've gotten into gambling. Gambling? Got into it after I predicted a race right on the money. It was a thrill. I've never really done it before, but after that I can definitely see the appeal. Just have to be careful. I don't want to get hooked on it or anything. Wow. Let's see if I can guess what you're gambling on. I wonder what of all of these is the race. Is it horse racing? Yep, horses are so cute. And I never knew how fun a track was. I've heard even more women are getting into it lately. Apparently it's even a date spot for couples now. Oh really? That does sound fun. A racetrack date. That'd be wonderful. Kiryu-san, would you like to go with me? Yeah. Yeah, I'll think about it. I wasn't expecting you to like horse races, though. No? It's actually pretty interesting and fun. You can learn about a lot about a person's nature based on how they bet, and I find that aspect so interesting. Their nature? Yeah. Bet on the dark horse or a personal favorite? Bet on several or on just one? The way someone bets says a lot about their nature and how they truly are as a person. Wow, I see. So how do you bet, Kirara? It's more about the dream than the money for me. So I typically bet it all on a dark horse or the risky choice. Tell me, Kiryu, how would you bet on the races? Pretty much the same thing. Always a dark horse. You too? Then you're just like me. Yeah, I want a big payout, not pocket change. That's the kind of guy I aim to be. Just all or nothing. So manly. Sounds like we have matching personalities, Kiryu-san. Heh. Maybe we do. Perfect. Last one I get was like normal. I messed up on one of them. Wow, I'm full. Yeah, I'm stuffed too. I had a great time. We'll do this again, right? Yeah, of course. Cool, all these extra levels I don't really need. Cool, now we're actually back here. Okay, so now I can end this section off properly. Because I'm actually recording. I see the number down there in the little corner on my second monitor. Oh, I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, I made sure to hit record this time so that way I don't mess this up again. Part 2. Oh, Kiryu-san. Hello. Something up? Not much. I was thinking we could go out, go eat again. Though, if you're feeling up to it. Eating with Kirara, huh? Let's do it. That is why we are here. Oh, I didn't expect you to say yes. Now I'm excited. Well, why wouldn't I say yes? That's the whole reason that I am sitting in front of the camera right now. Recording. Kushikatsu, huh? I've never been there before. Kinda figured. You haven't lived until you had these skewers. So I had to take you. Oh, really? I got my expectations up. You won't be disappointed. Shall we order? Yes. Hey. Oh, hey, Kiryu-san. I want a big ticket. Take a payout at a racetrack. Oh, that's incredible. The moment I won was so excited, I shouted. I was over the moon. Understandable. Awesome. Did it pay out decently? What did you use the money for? It's not much I'm after right now. So maybe I'll save it for a rainy day. Or rainy day? Oh, figured a legendary hostess would be the type to live the high life. Well, I'm not sure I'll use it, but I already own what I want. Oh, I see. But since it's a pretty big win for me, maybe spending it on a celebration is in order? In that case, why don't I spend it for you? Say what? If I give it to you, what would you spend it on, Kiryu-san? Another gold statue. I'd probably invest it in the Foreshine. Oh, I'm impressed, boss. Maybe I will give it to you then. That makes sense, right? It wouldn't be a waste. Just to be sure, what would you buy for the club with it? Let's see, booze and snacks for the manager, a really nice suit maybe. Wait a sec, spend it on yourself? Guilty as charged. Come on, Kiryu-san. You get nothing then. I'll save it instead. Heh, I was so close. So you'd save the money for a rainy day. You're pretty responsible, huh? Not really. I don't want to find myself in a position where I'm struggling later either. Understandable. If I ever marry and start a family, I think I'll need all the money I can get. Oh, so you want to marry someday? Yeah, of course. And assuming I find the right guy, then I'd want kids too. My dream is to vacation overseas with my kids and sample all the cuisine with them. Oh, that's a nice dream. If you got married and had kids, what would you do, Kiryu-san? Kind of already have a kid. Drink with them. I'd like to be a field trip supervisor. Supervisor? Yeah, you know how parents go with kids on field trips? I'd like to supervise one. Kiryu-san, isn't that kind of childish? Is it? I thought being a father is showing your cool side to your kids. Well, maybe so, but don't try so hard to be cool that it becomes the opposite. Eh, I'll be fine. I've been training my whole life to be ready for that day. Oh, let's hope your hard work pays off sooner rather than later. While you're on topic of marriage, what type of guys do you prefer, Kirara? First, I want a guy that goes with the flow. Goes with the flow. Yeah. The room's getting excited. I don't want a guy who tries to stay cool. He'd have to have great singing voice. And lastly, he'd have abs. To sum it up then, a great singer with abs who goes with the flow. Majima. Sounds right to me. I'd fall for a guy like that on the spot, probably. Oh, I see. Then, want to go do karaoke with me? Sounds great. I never thought you'd be into karaoke too, Kiryu-san. You want a good singer with great abs who can go with the flow? I'll show you how it's done. So confident. Looking forward to it. So what are your plans for the future, Kirara? Really enjoy being a hostess. And all I want to do... Oh, I couldn't finish that one. But even though I know I can't do this forever, I struggle with figuring out what comes next. I'm sure you've made enough to get by with doing nothing if you wanted. All true, but still. Wait, really? Whoa. I'm afraid of quitting this job without having made a difference or making an impact. You're a legendary hostess. I made it this far, so I want to leave knowing I've made my mark on the trade, you know? I see. So you want to have a legacy. Why not take on an apprentice? An apprentice? Yeah, find a girl who wants to follow in your footsteps and put her through the paces. It's kind of what Yuki did with Kayuki. Even once you've left, she'll carry on with your spirit. How interesting. If I pass things down, then I suppose my experiences do live on, one way or another. Even now, I feel like I've seen a lot, but you feel like you haven't passed much on? Maybe that's it. Or maybe it's that I don't feel like I'm at all a great teacher. It really puts how far I have to go in perspective. I have to do better for the new generation. Sure. Can't wait to see that. Well, that was not the good choice for that one. Wow, we must have been hungry. You're right about this place being delicious, Kiryu-san. Heh. What'd I tell you? Anyway, I had fun today, Kiryu-san. Would you like to do this again then? Naturally. Don't keep me waiting. Cool. That means we're halfway there. Alrighty, part 3. Well, Kiryu-san, you're free for a moment. Would you mind going somewhere, just the two of us? Sure, why don't we get a few drinks? Oh, that'd be perfect, let's. Love how calm it is in here. Yeah, I come here whenever I need to unwind. I can see why, it's relaxing. Let me get you a drink in that case. Oh, please do. So yeah, Kiryu-san. I think age has finally caught up with me. Huh? Shame to say it, but I threw my back out. You hurt your back. I'm officially old, I guess. It really laid me out too. I could barely move. It sounds terrible. You should have called me over. Really? But even if I had, what have you done? What would you have done, Kiryu-san? I know, advance Easter. I'd be your legs. My legs. I could carry you around. Maybe do shopping for you instead. I'm sure it's tough trying to do that stuff with a strained back. Kiryu-san, thank you. You're right. It was hard to do even normal things. If I'd known you'd do that all for me, Kiryu-san, I would have called you. Yeah. Call me next time for sure. I'll be your legs anytime. Thank you, Kiryu-san. Aw, now I hope I strain it again soon. Come on. Still, once you get sick, you really start to appreciate your health, huh? Yeah. Yeah, when I'm healthy, I have no problem living alone. When I'm sick or hurt, being alone is so tough. So it reminds me how much I want somebody at my side every time. There's nobody in your life right now, Kirara? You're so popular, I thought. Nobody at all. We're all the good guys, huh? Want me to make some introductions? What? Really? Yeah, I know a guy you might not mind. Who is he? What's he like? These days he's the president of a construction company. Wow, the president? That's incredible. He sounds very accomplished. On top of that, he's feared as the mad dog of Shimono. Nobody I know uses a dagger quite like this guy. What? Daggers? By the way, how's Forsyne going for you? Are other girls getting used to you now? That was worth the bad answer. Thanks to you, when I approached them, it opened them up. And we're finally getting friendly. Glad to hear it. Especially Kayuki-chan. That girl's cute, friendly, and has a lot going for her. Yeah, she does. Well, she's still kind of a klutz sometimes. But I think she has the potential to be a legendary hostess someday down the road. I don't say this lightly, but she's a lot like Yuki-san used to be. She did get into this business out of admiration for Yuki. I admit, it makes me a little jealous of Yuki-san that a girl's showing her so much promise, idolize her. You know, you're pretty admired too, don't you? You think so? Yeah. Even if they don't say it out loud, you can see it in their faces. They will all want to be like you. That's what all of their eyes are saying. Really? I'll take that as a compliment. I'm not just saying that. That's the kind of person you are, Kirara, so keep shining on. Kiryu-san, thank you. I better meet this lofty... still, it's very hard to imagine someone as put together as you being jealous of anyone. I cannot read today. I suppose, but the truth is I don't like who I was as the legendary hostess. Why's that? The only thing I worked for was the drive to stay above everyone else. Not for the customers and not for the club. I was working for my pride. I was leading a fulfilling life as a result, but it wasn't fulfilling for my heart. Even with customers, it was all about the money, and I never stopped to care about their lives or their well-being. I was the opposite of Yuki-san and Forsyne, who always put the customer first. I was such an amateur. Kirara. I wanted to beat Yuki-san despite being her opposite and prove I was right all along. Stupid, right? Even if I beat her in top sales, someone with that attitude could never win. Kirara, you... You must have really looked up to Yuki. Looked up to her, huh? Yeah, you're probably right. She was someone I could never become, yet always wanted to be. I was fixated on that, and it's only now that I see it. Thank you, Kiryu-san, for helping me realize my true feelings. What's this? What's that about? All I did was listen. But you know, I feel the same warmth and charm that Yuki has in you. Who knows? Maybe the person you are today could even beat Yuki. What are you doing? You think? Even... I couldn't finish that. I was distracted by this dog. To walk in the footsteps of Yuki-san. to take pride in being number one. Try my best. What are you doing? Fine, come on. Yeah, the Kirara I see here is capable of that. Come on. Come on. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. Say hi. Hi. Were you upset that I wasn't paying attention to you? Huh? Well, we better be going. You're right. It was great talking to you tonight, Kiryu-san. That was my arm. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for coming out with me. Yeah. Glad to hear it. See you at work tomorrow? Of course. You can count on me. All these levels that do nothing for me now that that's completed. Anyways, that just leaves whatever the side story's gonna be. So, I'm gonna tackle that real quick. See you in a moment. Maybe a dog in my lap still. I don't know. Depends on him. Yeah, you. Alrighty, we're back. Dog's now back there, aren't you, buddy? Yes, hi. It's okay, Tyson. Okay, sub-story time.
Kiryu-san.
Oh, Kiryu-san. I hope this isn't too forward, but are you free? More business to discuss? Oh no, this time it's pleasure. When was the last time you had fun, boss? What do you say we hit the tracks? Sure, why not? Oh, this'll be fun. You have some betting money, I hope? Wait a second. Oh, hello, yes. I can skip for a while. Oh, I'm so happy we get to see each other again soon. And if it gets late, you'll stay the night at my place, right? Oh, don't worry about that. I'm just happy to spend more time with you. Kiryu-san, this sounds intimate. I didn't know Yuki-san has a boyfriend, though.
Yeah.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions. Although they must be certainly close. I'll say, I've never seen Yuki-san this happy. Yes, let's meet up then. See you soon.
Kiryu-san.
Oh, hey, Kiryu-san. What is it? I just made some plans. Will you be okay if I take off for the day? Oh, yes, of course. Have fun. Yep, see you later. So Yuki-san's finally got a boyfriend. Well, considering her age at this point, she could have had a husband or two. Oh, do my ears detect fresh drama? Let me in on it. Nothing too juicy, just Yuki-san going off to rendezvous with her boyfriend. What? Yuki-san has a boyfriend? Yep. Yuki-chan. Wow, Yuki-san's dating. Why do I feel like a ton of bricks? Is this how birds feel when their chicks leave the nest? Yuki's 39. Yeah, I'm not a chick no matter how you slice it. But was that call really from her boyfriend? Well, I suppose we can't say for sure, but it was pretty heavy stuff. I was spending the night at her place. Oh my, how juicy. Something's bugging me. Why wouldn't Yuki-san tell us she had a boyfriend? Maybe since she's keeping her private life private? This is Yuki-san we're talking about. Even if she wanted to keep it a secret, she would have had slipped by now. Good point. When I asked once, she got all indignant. But then she begged me to set her up if I knew anyone good. Pretty sure she was almost crying. Though she did get a boyfriend, it must have been recent. But if it's a recent thing, why is she already inviting him to stay the night? I guess girls move fast these days. Yuki's not a girl these days, she's 39. We could be looking at marriage fraud. Marriage fraud? Yeah, it's an old trick. Men sweet talk older unmarried women into marriage, and then they disappear with the wedding funds. What? I mean, no way. Yuki-san would never fall for such an obvious scam. Scratch that. She totally would. This is starting to make sense. Maybe this fraudster told Yuki-san not to tell anyone but about her little tryst. That also explains how quickly things are moving. I'm sure he wants to get the ball rolling before he gets caught. Can't say for sure, but I think we can all agree Yuki-san would be susceptible to a scam. I'm getting worried.
さん
Yuki-san, we need to act. Huh? What are we doing? Isn't it obvious? Anyone who tries to scam my lifelong rival will die by my hand. We're gonna confront this con artist. Yeah, I guess. Oh. Everyone's just jumping to conclusions, prying into poor Yuki's life. Ah, it's a beautiful day. She looks so content. She really does. Hopefully this mystery man really is her boyfriend. Agreed. He turns out to be a con artist. Poor Yuki-san. Is someone there? Damn, get down. Me and my overactive imagination. Yuki-san's sharper than she looks. Yeah, close call. But how long has she been waiting now, anyway? It's already been 15 minutes. The odds of her being scammed are going up every passing second. So probably part of his nefarious plan. He's trying to throw her off by making sure she can't make rational decisions. Somebody's coming. Hey Yuki, I made it. Sorry, I'm late. Oh, no. Just got here myself. Oh, Yuki-san. You were waiting 15 minutes. She's so considerate. What's this guy's deal? He's older than dirt. Yeah, old is right. It's practically geriatric. She told me once her ideal man was a prince, but this guy's more of a chancellor. There's a saying in English that says love is blind, Kiryu-san. It clouds your judgment. Well, we should get going. They're on the move, Kiryu-san. We need to tail them. Right. It's been a while since we've been at a good sit-down meal together. You're right. I'm sorry I've been so bad about calling. Getting along so well. Isn't that her dad? Didn't Majima go through the same exact thing? I don't remember. I know Majima went through something very similar. True, but Kirara, do you think we're crossing any ethical boundaries here? Hey, we just happen to enter the same restaurant as Yuki-san and her mummy man. It's a free country. I'm pretty sure these exact same lines were said too. I am like 90% positive. I guess that's one way to put it. Caught me off guard when he came over the other night. You have to let me know before you just show up next time. Sorry, Yuki. I was so excited to see you, I just couldn't help but come over. Oh, you. This is giving me thoughts I'd rather not have. My inspiration, my rival. Yuki-san, you're being played by this crusty husk. Yeah, but what if he's really a boyfriend? Shouldn't we be happy for her in that case? You're right. He's not a con artist. He'll treat her with respect. It'd be best for her. Oh, right. Before I forget, here's this month's payment. Yeah, it's her dad. The exact same thing happened. Oh, nice. Thank you, Yuki-chan. I love you. Did money just change hands, or am I going to need glasses like Yuki-san? It did. And you might. Maybe he's sick, you know? Might need money for an upcoming surgery or something. I think it was... First fix my shot. I'm pretty sure it was Majima and Yuta. Like, almost 100% certain now. Despite how old he looks, he sure doesn't seem ill. That's true. Maybe she's really getting conned. Wait and see. No, it's not enough that she gave him the money. There could still be a good reason for it. That's true. I have something important to tell you, Yuki-chan. I met someone. I may even marry her. What? This again? Yep. 100% now. Like, no doubt in my mind. How am I supposed to respond to something like that? Did he really just tell her she has another woman waiting in the wings? Right to her face? Must be using it as leverage to dump her. He'll make her pay even more money to keep him around. I bet. A textbook scam artist. I admit, my blood's starting to boil. Why are so women weak to these parasites? He's got this marriage fraud thing down to a science. I think we nailed him, Kiryu-san. Remember, this is Yuki-san we're talking about here. It could be a big mix-up. We need to be sure. What? Aren't you giving Yuki-san a little too much credit here? She's got dupe me practically taped to her forehead. Well, I admit that caught me off guard. But if you have a new flame, who am I to stand in your way? Thanks a ton, Yuki. Yuki, you're letting the sky walk all over you. That's why I came to Osaka, honestly. It was important enough to tell you in person. Oh, Dad. I feel like we had this exact same conversation last time. Because we did. Dad? Huh? What? Kiryu-san and Kirara-chan, what are you two doing here? Yeah, about that. Me, a con man trying to dupe Yuki? Must really have that look, don't I? I don't find this amusing at all. I didn't the first time either. You're really Yuki-san's father then? Indeed I am. My Yuki-san has been quite the thorn in your side. I'm sorry, young lady. Then what's the money for, Yuki-san? Why are you paying your own father? You saw that too? Fortune was struggling for a little while, so my dad helped me out with a loan. Been paying him back a little every month. and like I'd use it to help me get and I'd like to use it to help me get remarried. I figured I'd tell her the news in person too. I say remarry, but this is a remarriage. I got divorced from my second wife, but it seems I found a winter romance. So that's the real story, huh? I'm sorry I jumped to conclusions. I didn't mean to call your father a con artist. It's quite alright. I'm just glad Yuki-san still has fine people watching over her. To be honest, I wasn't sure Yuki was cut out to being the owner of a cabaret club. Dad. Yuki-san was gentle, shy, and clumsy as an ox. Here she is, holding the reins to her own club like a queen. And I can tell, you know, my daughter has changed even more. Changed? Maybe this will sound overly sentimental, but I think she's turned into a strong, proud woman. I have no doubt that she couldn't have done it without people like you working at her side. Dad. And I'm glad I got to meet you, Kiryu-san. Yuki won't shut up about you lately. I was admittedly more curious to meet the man behind the myth. Oh. Kiryu-san, I don't see a ring on your finger. You're not married, are you?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I see. Well, have you considered proposing to my lovely Dot? Dad, please. Oops. Now I've done it. But all jokes aside, Kiryu-san, Kirara-san, please take care of Yuki, just as you have been.
Hey.
I will. Naturally. Well, then I should get going. I'm off to see my fiancé. What if he's the one who like keeps getting into like these horrible marriage mix-ups? Guys, how many marriage fraudsters do you think are out there? Much less that I'd fall for one. I'm sorry. You have every right to be mad, but I'm just glad it wasn't a con job. I was really sick with worry. I'm sorry. Kirara-chan, I appreciate that. But you have nothing to fear. I've learned a thing or two about con artists in this business, and as an owner, there's no way to fall for such a lowbrow trick. Even if everyone is caught up in the web of lies, I know I'd see through to the truth. Good to know, Yuki-san. Oh, my phone, just a sec. Dad, is that you? What's wrong? What? You got conned? What? The woman you're going to remarry with was a con artist? She took all the money and ran? Dad, please. I thought you were smarter than this. Let's just hope the apple landed far from the tree. Yeah. Called it. Alrighty, so that takes care of that side story. I'm going to save. So that's all taken care of. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's bonus video. I'm not sure when I'm going to put it out. It may even be Friday after the... I'm still going to guess story episode that I still need to record, or because I haven't found anything else to do but this, so yeah, I'll make it for Friday. Happy belated Yakuza Friday again, since I will be saying it in the last video for you, the next video for me. Recording can be weird sometimes. That's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.